Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. About to kick off to get this game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulldogs offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got the back over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. On the run, still looking. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And on 2nd down for this offense. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. On the move at the 30. Just like that, a huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Memphis. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. But a little time, lets it go. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up. And this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Gets it out fast. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it on the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Skips away from pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick strike complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Movement here from the tight end. The play action fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quinnen Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they've built this.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Slips through the line, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, picked off.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Gets it out quickly. Can't get him to the ground. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And now on first down after converting with the run. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires left. Got his man. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to the air one more time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll throw it on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. On second down, he'll let it fly. Getting some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's now second down after the short completion. They'll run the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Athens to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. On target over the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Runs through a tackle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Brings up second down.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Handoff to the lone back.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when you decide to run it.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They move the tight end all over. He's got it on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They're going to test the right side with this one. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, the ground game. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Quickly complete. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Was complete on the screen. Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 3rd. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for 6. And it's caught! Touchdown, Alabama!
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. So an 82-yard drive there. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
27, Alabama, 7.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The run from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
And first down for the offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Trying play action. He's got the tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Brings up 3rd down.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. He's looking to throw it. Quick completion on the out route.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Power football with the run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he makes the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. North Texas is dominating this one, and you can bet the good folks in Denton are loving every aspect of this offense. They're up by 25 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Trying to find his man on first down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll go to the air. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just a little off. Incomplete. 3rd and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Looking to the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call it a situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety.
And that stings for this offense. You got the football, a chance to go make a big play. Take control of this football game, and you give up the safety. Now they get the football back under 2 minutes. Everything now against you. This team is going to have to find a way to respond and make a big play on the other side of the football.
Cradles it at the 35. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.